Boom crew. Oh man, what's going on? What's up? What's up? Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Everybody in the house. What's up? Del Napper, Isaac, Rich Man, CC, Miss Shelley in the house. Selfish, Sunit, Kevin Allen. Kevin Allen. Back to back. Mike Mullins, Michael Shanuk. What's up? What's up? Kieran. Miss Debbie, Christopher Walker. What's going on? What's going on? All right. So, Brandon Hall, Pikeville, Kentucky. I play a little music over there sometimes. You over in my neck of the woods, brother. What's up, Christian? Yo, Jonathan. All right. I look at a couple. I'm not going to stay on too long. I look at a couple. Yep, Amazon was on. I want to look at UNH for you guys and show you something. And this is something for you to... What's up, J. Dez? Franklin? This is something to put in your back pocket. Every time frame weighs heavier and heavier the bigger the time frame, right? And I've been on a kick lately for a few weeks, telling y'all about RSI. And the more I spend time with Josh, the more I learn to zoom out and look at weeklies and monthlies. And this was screaming by. Right there. This is a weekly time frame. And here was the flip. Here was the signal. When you wake up tomorrow, this MACD will be crossed up. This red line represents where it got to tonight, 3:08 or so. So this cross would have put you in at 244. So think about that for a little bit. Weekly time frame, RSI cross. When you get a stock like this, especially UNH, I mean, big company. This was saying, buy me. That's what it was saying. The last time this saw it on April, what is this? April 24 on the weekly. You get this cross here. 496. This was before the big fall. 496. This thing runs to 622. On that cross. I mean, yeah, it took a while, but it did it. This was saying buy me, is what this was saying. Now, it's gonna get a pullback. It's gonna get a, if this thing is to be back where it used to be, up here in this general range between 450 back up to highs of 620 or so, $500 in the medium here, in the mid of it. If this thing's going to get back there, if you're in shares, then you're just going to just hold this thing. That's all you have to do. It was a great buy. Weekly time frame, RSI. Weekly time frame, RSI. When you see these turnovers down there like that, it's telling you something. Now this has got to continue up, and ultimately it has got to get over 330. If it's going to get back up here, has to get over 330. It's got to get up there and do it. You see the gap. Here it is. I don't even have to run the profile to show you that. Now let's draw my line now at 330. Boom. Look at there. Sorry, 327. There you go. Once this thing clears 327, it's gone. It is gone. Did you miss the boat? No. It's down here still. It's at 308 still. It's down here. Up here's where it should be. So, I would probably be waiting for a pullback. You'll get a pullback or cool off. Let this thing make a new low. Let it come back and test this candle basically. It's going to have to come back and test this, possibly retrace half of it, because you got some support areas. Let's get rid of these lines now. I'll get comments here in just a second. Let me put comments over here. Why it ran up? It ran up because Berkshire Hathaway bought into it, Michelle. Warren Buffett's company. And apparently, this is what I read also. No screen. Am I not showing anything? Oh my God! Hang on a second here. Is it not showing? Here we go. Here we go. Sorry guys. So here's your weekly look. Here's your cross up on the RSI, right? On the weekly. It got to 25 on the RSI. On a weekly, that's pretty doggone oversold. I can't. Last time it did that was 2008. That was that signal I was just talking about. Sorry, I didn't have my screen up. So this was the signal saying get me. When you get up tomorrow, this MACD will be flipped up. It'll be running. You can see I had an alert right here on my MACD for a flip up. Now, ultimately, let me put a line here for, I think it got to 308 in after hours. Am I right? Something like that. Somewhere in this neighborhood. That's current price. Right there, somewhere in that neighborhood. 307.59 right now. About right in there. So it's got to get above this. Got to get back above 330. I'm going to run this profile for you one time here. Now, when we take and stretch 330 across, it is the top of this whole chunk down here. Okay? This whole chunk of volume down here. The only thing that stands in its way when it clears 330, is one little piece of volume right here between 380 and 420, which probably won't take much to overcome. Won't take much. When it clears that, you know, you're busting back into the 500s, in my opinion. There is nothing here. There's nothing here. Total void of no resistance, basically. So this is, if you're wanting to hold this long term, it's just getting started. Now, if we take this profile away a second, let's go to like the 1 hour here. Now, price is up here now, somewhere in this neighborhood where this red line is. About right in that neighborhood right now. 307.20. That's current price right there, 307.20. Now let's run us a profile. This is why you're at resistance now. So next resistance, $311. I would say $311. $318. $330 right there. Okay. There's your resistance levels. Knock us down to a 4 hour. Might can see it a little easier. There you go. If you want to snapshot these, somewhere in that neighborhood. Right about there. Here's your next resistances. Here's current price now, around 307. 307.45. Got to overcome this. Now, you could back test $291 right there. See these? See that high right there with that wick? Right in here, somewhere in this neighborhood, 291. There's a bounce there, bounce there, bounce there. Take away that profile and you can see it maybe. It's too bright. Is it better? There we go. I like this level, 292. You could back test this pretty easily around the 290 area. That makes sense to me. That would be a good point to get in. Daily's got, no, it's already filled now. Never mind. Current price right there, 307.34. Okay. 290 would make great sense to me to back test one time. Or if you get in this, now, no, 290 makes sense. Oh, thank you for your thumbs down, keyboard warrior. Oh, man. Bullish bear. Good God. Y'all gonna have a good laugh out of me, ain't you? Sorry, guys. Looks an awful lot like this, though. That's what I'm seeing. Sorry. Ain't none of y'all got my phone number? Can't text me? Oh, man. Who all's on here? Dale Napper, I know you got my number. Christian got my number. There you go. Yeah, I had no screen, guys. Sorry. Oh, man. Guys, I came home on a little sleep. Sorry. Here's my levels. 290 would be your back test. 307 current price. Next resistance. Looking up here at 317. 329. I should have just went to bed, right? Oh my God. Nothing to hammer. I've been sitting here on the wrong screen for 15 minutes. You didn't miss nothing, brother. Here's Tesla. Somebody asked for Tesla. I should have just went on to the dang bed, I guess. You're up 35K on UNH Alleman. Man, it depends on what if you're long term UNH, it's just getting going. You got Berkshire Hathaway buying into it, man. That's pretty bullish catalyst. I don't know how it could have done anything else. Let's see here, guys. Tesla's wedging out here, man. I would watch for this break here. That trend line. Yeah, I'll hit GTLB. I guess I owe you a few charts at this point. Lululemon, yeah, there'll be some selling in the morning. Like I say, it'll be a pullback. I asked Josh about a week and a half ago about UNHG. Wished I'd have got more. I just felt like it was a good buy, and it's probably still going to be a great buy. There's Tesla though. It's wedging down here, compressing. RSI on the daily is in between. You see my 40 and 60 is stuck in between there. It can't break out of it. So there's your range. You're making higher lows and a little bit lower highs, so it's compressing out, waiting for it to break one way or the other. That's basically what it's doing. Above 346, is that what he said? I would say if I was looking at this, that'd be my number. What is it? 344. Pretty close, yep. I could even say 348 and be happy with that. 348, 349, something like that. You'd want a daily close above this, and that could get us back to 370 area. On Tesla, that makes perfect sense to me at 368 right there. Got a top there, 368. This could wedge on out a little bit more. It's going to break one way or the other. I don't know. Because the momentum indicators are... Weeklies, it's all the same. There's no separation between your lines here, you see. Waiting for a breakout. Okay, there's Tesla. Oh, GTLB. Is that what it was? GTLB? You're welcome, White. What would be the retest level on the UNH ETF? I'll have to go look at it. Hang on, Guppy. I'll hit serve for you while you're here. I'm so tired, guys. I'm sorry about the screens. Oh. Serve GTLB. Okay, here we go. LTBR Vineyard. Yeah. $42. Gonna have to get over 42. Break out of that trend line. If you get an inside bar here, it could run you back up to 45 area on GTLB. That would be resistance right here in this neck of the woods. There's your next two volume bars. 44 or 45 area. Gonna have to get a little push here though. If this is what I would be watching on this one, whoever asked for that. If your RSI gets broke right here at 40 on the daily, she's gonna come back down and test this at 38 and $38. Pretty decent support here. Looks like it's ready for a pop here, kind of, to me. But this thing it's been a while since it's took off. On this MACD, it's kind of riding the zero line here a lot. Not really blowing through it and taking off. That'd be my take on that one, man. Okay. Saw vacay was I don't know, man. Wasn't too restful. I'll leave it at that. It was okay. Got to have a little fun with my son, so that was great. Let's hit serve for Mr. Guppy here. All right. This looks I know this looks like it's leaning bearish a little bit. It does, especially on the daily. I'm just trying to give it a little bit of time here. 940, 950 is kind of what I want it to hold. Under that was around 870 gup. I had this right here, brother. This wedge here, man. This line along through here between 950 and 10 are the buy zones for me, and I want to break out of this, over this trend line here. The cup, the handle, the support line, the blow off. I'm playing the pattern. The pattern is holding. I had my stop a little too tight at 10 originally. It got that earnings dip right there, got eat right back up. I'm still giving it a little time. It is what it is. I'm giving it a little bit of time. I got a nice chunk on it, about 20K. So if it's any kind of a loss, I'm taking a loss with you. I am, it can break down for sure. Nothing's 100%. It can break down. I look on the weekly, and it just all looks like it's compressing in the middle here. All the price action's compressing right here. Not really. It's not breaking down. I know it's not shooting up yet, but it's not breaking down. That's how I'm playing it, brother. Win, lose, or draw. That's how I'm playing. That's my plan. You have to have a plan. I got a plan. That is my plan. If it loses like 950 area, it may kick me. I think I got my stop set around 935, 940. So if it dips to 950 again and eats off of it, I'll add again. Make my average a little better. I've been up on this 4 or 5 times. I think I took like 20 or 30% off the table one time and then re-added. So I've been waiting for the bigger move is what I was waiting on. I missed the boat on APLD because it kicked me out. And I don't want that I don't want that to happen again. Oh, thanks, Burst County. Yes, sir, Bullish Bear. Roberto, serve target first, I think was, you got 1250 and then 14. Then if this breaks out of 14, like my first thing would be around 16 all the way up in here. Now if you go to this 4 hour, these are some pattern indicators I use. Here was the cup and handle. The cup and handle target gives it up here at 2021. And then the falling wedge targets are 13 and 15 basically. Yep, 13, 45, and 15. So that's a nice percentage on shares. I'll take that. If it gets past that high up here of 14, it can take off. And that's kind of what I'm playing on. Yep. Sue. What's up, Sue? Put in. What are you doing, bud? How are you? Project Hollywood. So hopefully that helps you on serve, brother. I mean, that's how I'm playing it. That's how I see it. It is playing perfectly into this pattern. Also within that pattern, on a 4 hour, is an inverse head and shoulders, which is also bullish. So there's nothing, like I don't see a bearish indicator on this other than, you know, it is squeezing out on momentum. It looks like it's leaning a little bearish. I get it. But this comes back down here to 40 again and bounces. It could just rock it. So I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. UNHG. I tell you, I tried to buy it on a big account after hours on Fidelity, and it wouldn't let me. It wanted me to sign some kind of disclosure or something, and I kept trying to sign it, and it wouldn't let me. So it knocked me out of that one. Knocked me out of some money. That's why I hate some of those legacy brokers. It's ridiculous. UNHG, that's what I brought up. I'll tell you, I brought it up down in here. Could back test 14 to 1420. And it's so new, there's really no data here. You just have to chart UNH and follow it. Okay. Thank you, Mikey. Ricky Jones, thank you, my friend. Thank you. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I got too many screens, guys. That's why I got confused. When I originally had that first screen up, this is why I got confused, because they almost look, see? They almost look identical. Okay. What else did I need to look at, guys? SPY. Of course, right? Let's do that. telling you, we killed it day trading today. Killed it the past 2 sessions, right? It makes a really big difference if you're in the right frame of mind, man, to day trade. You gotta be in the right frame of mind. Let's look at the daily SPY here. Look at that weekly candle. Looky there, looky there. Can't argue with it, man. On a heater. Weekly RSI just now to 65. There's room. There is room up. MACD up. Let's get this. Look at the volume it's printed up here. Previous all-time highs all the way back here at 615. We never got back to it. Where's the 50? Not tested the 50 in a while. It's taking off, man. Right there. Tapped it this morning pre-market. Right there. 642. 642 support. Now we want to see $643.60. You got a little bit here at 642. 642.80. Some support. $645.60 resistance, my friends. That's that. 642.80. 645.60. Once you get a candle, 15-30 minute candle to break and close up here, probably pushing that target of 650, man. That's a big round number that would probably be high on the hog up here. Right? That makes sense to me. This being the bottom line down here, you do not want to come down here and lose 641. If so, we go test the mid 630s easy. 635 up to 638 would be your support down here. 1 hour looks to me like a, if you notice on the 1 hour, guys, past several days, this is another reason I run 40 and 60 on my RSI. It's just testing this lower band. See, never even got there today, but anytime you come break under 40 on this, you get a little flush. You get a little flush. See how it's holding this 40 area pretty steadily. Right there. Got a little dip that day. Big old dip that day. Big old dip that day. See that? You get that 1 hour to start flushing under 40, you get you a dip there. Bullish Bears got 625, 919 puts. Thanks, Jay Desi. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I could have packed up and quit tonight, couldn't I? After the great screen incident, right? So, SPY's still stout, still looking good. Lots of support levels have built up here. So, Pit D, I think I'm going to do it August 23rd. I've got a few emails to get back to and probably a few people to contact back, but I think I'm going to do it August 23rd. Hey, Mike Mullins tried to text me. Thanks, Mikey. Oh, man. So, my emails, I don't even think I did anything in the comments today. Any other videos got my email in it, though. I just wanted to come on tonight and help you guys out with UNH. Amanda, thank you. I appreciate you. 100. Thanks, Guppy. I always tried to figure out what your picture was on there, Guppy. I could see this from a distance. I was like, man, he looks like a big fisherman or something with a big old beard. I never could figure it out. You don't look nothing like that. Look at all these cool profile pictures on here. Hey, there went a thumbs down. Thanks, guys. Let's hit AMD here. For sure, Dale Napper. I get a pullback, I might add UNHG. Thanks, Ambrose. I've had some UNH shares. Like I said on those, if you guys will start paying attention, and that's what I wanted to get across, opening up on this video, was bigger time frames for swings and for long terms. You really, if you'll watch the weekly, it will just about tell you a story, man. And I know, Sue, I stayed on the wrong screen for a few minutes, Sue, so they got mad at me. It took me a while to. You see, if you would have been on here, you could have called me and told me. But this RSI, y'all, it always goes before the MACD crosses. So let's go back and look. You just got to back test these things. Is all you got to do. And the bigger time frames usually give you cleaner breaks, and you can see even up here, you got a nice little bounce for like 2 or 3 weeks. Never crossed. Here it did cross, right? Got in on this candle, 150, 145. You get out at 170. Why? Because the MACD couldn't go no more, right? And this couldn't continue on to 60. Now, when it gets back under it the rest of the time, it never can get above the signal line, right? Above the signal line. Nope. One little peak now, right here on the weekly. Looky here. If you buy AMD on the weekly cross on your RSI for long term, right? That's on April 14th. April 28th, MACD crosses. You add to your position on this candle. Look at this, guys. You're in at 97 and 81 with an average of probably $90 down here. $90 average, right? Boom, boom. I can't draw like Josh. $90 average. Has this RSI ever... It's never even came back and tested the signal line. Look at that. Look at that. 100% move on the weekly RSI. Weekly RSI. Thanks, Sue. Yeah, so, yeah, we can go look at Lulu, Mr. White. So AMD, let me get rid of these, and I'll look at levels for you right quick. Somebody asked. Let's go daily. Six hour. $179.70 support. $179.70. $175.60. Perfect, right there. Okay, 179.50. $169. I like that 180 range right there for local support on AMD. She been hot. Again, that 1 hour, when you get these bounces off the 40 range, or when you come back up through 40, ends up being a nice indicator. Now, you're still sitting in resistance up here around the 184, 185 mark. $185.50 resistance, okay? That's your range right now. You lose 180. You got 177. 171 on AMD. Daily MACD trying to turn back up again. No. Now, watch this RSI on your daily. If it makes a lower high this next time here. It's just came back to the signal line to try to test it, and it didn't get through it this time. See that? It was denied. It got denied here. It got denied here. It was still climbing back here. Look at that. Should be telling you something. If this doesn't get back through the signal line. I mean, that was pushing. Golly, 82. Yeah, okay. So keep an eye on your daily RSI. Will it start making lower highs? And it can remain, it can come all the way back down here. You know, watch the 60 and the 50 area for it to come back and retest and bounce on AMD. RSI can remain high and overbought for quite a ways and fake you out thinking, oh, it's time to sell off or it's time to go to puts. No, it ain't time. Weekly RSI, that daily will pop up and down while the weekly's still climbing. Weekly is at 76, so it is hot. 75, it's hot. Could be it's getting back, pushing all-time highs. You had a blow off top at 227 last time. Really 187's resistance, total resistance right now. Yep, absolutely. Okay, what else did we want? Pit D, I've never responded to your email. I don't know if. What's your email, Pit D? If I missed it, I'm sorry, buddy. I get a lot of them. I think I get back to most people. If I didn't, I've just missed it, brother. Lulu, yeah, let's get Lulu. Pit D, put your email in the chat. I'll search for it, see if I can find it. Lululemon. Wow. Walker's got long-term puts on AMD. Might be an okay idea. We'll see. Ambrose, that's a great boom. That's right. We did have a good session, didn't we, Ambrose? We sure did. We sure did. Thank you, brother. Lululemon. Well, the weekly has not flipped up yet. You did get a daily flip. It got oversold when this thing made the cross up. You could have anticipated this one a little bit for a pop. 187 to 199, $10 pop, $12 pop. Not bad on options. Daily's trying to show some strength, but you can see it got denied at 40. It didn't make its way back through 40 on your RSI, just like back here. Barely over, denied. Just the same back here. When it gets over 40, you see this one, when it gets back inside 40, it took that run back here. So, man, what a gap down on that thing. Whew. I ain't saying it's not a buy. I mean it's but if you're looking long term, then you want to use 180. It's at 195 now. 186 would be your stop, or 18, just under, maybe 185. Your recent lows would be your stop, because if not, this will go on back to 172, and then I see a nice wick back here at 128 at the bottom of that shelf. It could come down a little more. I ain't gonna lie to you. It could come down a little more. You could get this. You could come back up here, retest again, because it's not. It's just now at 30, which is okay. If you're buying it long term, it's not a horrible spot, but I would respect recent lows as my stop loss. Okay. Uncle Larry in the house. Stock up with Larry Jones, son. Look at there. Made the big time. Thanks, Larry. Thank you, brother. That made my day, man. I needed that. Thanks, buddy. So, yeah, Lulu, I would be careful if I get into this one right now. It could bleed on back here, back to 175. I would use the stop loss there at recent lows. Thanks for the super chat, brother. My dog, son, my dog. That meant a lot, Larry. Okay, guys. Careful with Lulu if you're getting in it here. You definitely want to get confirmation, and confirmation is going to let that RSI give you the cross. Right now, it's still in a downtrend till it ain't, right? It is till it ain't. You be wanting this clean break back here, and then like a retest of it. That's what happens a lot often, right? What's up, Yvette? Yeah, I wanted to come on for the fam and look at UNH with everybody. Man. Ricky Jones, thank you, brother. Jay Desi, thanks for the super chat. Thanks for the super chat, y'all. Yeah, Mr. White, pump them brakes for, get confirmation. When it's long term like that, get confirmation. Because when it does confirm, you can, this thing will have it's got some room. You could get back up here to 300. Could get back 224. So from 175 to 224, I'll take that. Right. But get your confirmation first, man. Get your confirmation first. You want, if it's long term or if you're looking at leaps, whatever you're looking at, let this thing come up and at least start getting close to that signal line on the RSI for a cross up, for at least a pop. At least a pop. Even if it don't take off, it would need to get back through 222.60 and then up to 299, 300 area, then 340. I don't think Josh was crazy about Lululemon long term because what is it, like a high end clothing? Is it what it is? So I don't know. Might be a good play. Anything else, y'all? LLYX or USAR. I don't keep up with USAR much. I know Larry and Josh have killed it. I didn't get this one, unfortunately. Can't get them all. Yeah, Matthew, I'm right behind you. I got about 5 more minutes here, guys, and I got to roll. I'll get AppLovin for you, Ricky. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Man, this thing been on a heater. Getting about time for a pullback. Hey, there's your second thumbs down. Thank you, buddy. That's all right. We're going to stay positive in here. You got a little trend line going up through here. $17.20, $16.50. Right there. 1660 area. There's your supports. 1720. I'd be wanting to buy off of that, or 1650 if you got to pull back to it. Careful this don't create a little shoulder here for you and drop. Head and shoulders, they can be on a slope also. So this came back and broke 1650, then 1550 could fall hard. But the daily still looks pretty strong to me. The weekly, man, the weekly's pushing stout. Really good. I'd be watching that trend line for a break if it was to break under it. You can also buy off that trend line on the way up. That's what I would do. Play at a level at a time. You need to go on to make another new high, right? So far, this has not retraced back over top of this. You want to get back over these candles. You got to make a new high. 1920. If you get back up here, you can't get through it. This is, it makes sense. These are previous highs. These same levels, man. Makes perfect sense. 1950, $20 area. That's total almost to the penny. So could be time for pullback on it. We'll see. Got to see how it interacts with it when it gets back up there. Zen Trader, don't let the door hit you. That's right, brother. Ricky Jones, what was it that you wanted? AppLovin. Okay. Thanks for stopping in, Zen Trader. Appreciate it. If y'all see Zen Trader in the chat, in the Discord and stuff, he's very knowledgeable. Always good to help. Okay. It's built a decent little shelf up here, but watch your daily RSI to lose 60 again. If it loses 60, it's coming back down. Zen, thank you, brother. Thank you, my friend. I didn't even put it in the chat tonight. I didn't even put it in the description. I didn't put anything in here. I really appreciate that, man. That's R&J. Today's morning session was fire, wasn't it? I think it was pretty good. It was really good. Mr. White, my one-on-ones are like an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. Now, I've had a few people that needed, that just, weren't very tech savvy and needed some extra help. I've stayed on up to 2 hours before with people if I had to, but usually about an hour, hour and 15. We can cover a lot in that. And then the small groups are usually about 2 hours, a little over 2 hours. AppLovin 426.50. It needs to hold that. It does look like it's curling down on the daily for a pullback. And 398.50 is your next stop if it loses that, because there is nothing here. I don't know what I just drew there. Right here. Big old void of nothing. It's sitting on support, but it's on its last support. So watch your RSI and MACD to come down and just interact with each other. RSI could just come down to 50 and bounce, on your daily. That'd be how I'd play this one, because there's a lot more support down here for it, for sure. You got to bring that in. So 326 has got really good support. All right. Ricky Jones, send me an email, my brother. spy.lordscalps@gmail.com. Thank you, T. Thank you. LTBR Bull. Let's look at Webull right fast. Bull. Franklin, I'll look at Microsoft, but I'll tell you that's one I don't play much and I don't chart it much. There's some tickers I have trouble with. I don't know if are any of y'all like that? Some things I have trouble with. Sometimes Nvidia, I have trouble with Nvidia. I have trouble with Apple sometimes too. Webull has got a nice little range going on here. I would say 1470. Local support. $16 resistance. Actually $16.30 resistance. This thing ain't gonna fly until you get back over 18 though. Like, that's you're just, Webull is so new. TG, thank you. Webull is so new, it IPO'd. It's not a horrible buy in this range. If you're buying long term, I think it'll probably be all right. But like, to me, I just want to buy off the lows if I'm gonna hold this thing, because it's just in a range. Here's your range. $13.12. And then 15 for support here. 1450 or so, something like that. The daily on it is just it's just compressing right now. Bled off and flattened out. Now RSI is likely to stay in this range for a while, and you gotta wait for it to break out. Nothing super interesting other than buying off, making your buys off support, selling into resistance on this. I don't look for it. It's got to really break up over here, over $18, $19 to take back off and get some running room. Okay. That's right, Zen Trader. I like that. Let's do MSFT. Yeah, Vineyard. Bull, bull. I don't know how much capital you're working with, but don't tie all your capital up on it. That'd be one I'd either wait for support, buy it off support, or wait for a breakout. Yep. 519. Bottom of this shelf. Man, Microsoft has just chewed through everything, huh? If I was buying Microsoft long term, I would want the daily to interact down here close to the 50 for long term. It's losing a little steam, still in bullish hands though. MACD's pointing down. RSI has just entered back under 60 now. Look how long it stayed up here above 60. The whole time it stayed above 60, guys, it has rose from 423 to 556. So this MACD was telling you you're starting to lose steam while price is moving up. RSI, so this is some bearish divergence on the daily. Weekly, you can see it's starting to roll over. So a big weekly rejection candle up there, followed with a red weekly, and so far you're at a doji this week, I think, on a weekly. Is that what that is? Can't tell. So this may be time for a cool off and pull back on Microsoft. Microsoft rides the nines. Yeah. It's look at that run, man. Good God. Let's go back again and review what we went over earlier, y'all. On the weekly time frame, right? Cross and interaction of the RSI over your signal line, right? That gets you in, let's say, a bad fill at 390. Now, 1 week later, the MACD crosses on the weekly with confirmation. Since then, you see, straight skyrocket, man. Here was a buy signal. Here was another buy signal. And then when the blue line crossed, there was another buy signal. Orange line, your signal line catches up, another signal. You can see now the histogram is printing some negative bars. It's starting to roll over on the weekly. So, yep. Here's the 9 that Zen was talking about. There you go, brother. You're right. Daily on Microsoft, ride the 9 EMA. And you can see right now it's interacting with it. If you're going to get on the downside of it, it rode it pretty tight on the way down too, didn't it? I see that on the daily. Yes, sir. All right, my friends. I appreciate you all very, very much. Very, very much. Yeah. I know, Sue. Look at that. Look at that gap. Yep. I shouldn't draw stuff like that. It don't look good, does it? There you go. Big old gap down here on the weekly. So she can pull back for sure. Thank you, Dale. Thank you, Ace. Most welcomes in. Appreciate you all tuning in, and sorry for the mix-up at the first. Yeah, I know, Sue, if we ever do go bear market. Oh, thanks, Yvette. Hey, I love y'all. I appreciate you. Sorry about the mess up at the first of it. I will be on with Josh in the morning. On 96.9 with Josh in the morning. Right? I love y'all. Peace, man. You got my email. It's in every other video I do. I didn't post nothing in here, but just wanted to look at UNH with you guys. All right. Love you. Appreciate you. See you in the morning. Peace. Thanks, Steve. Yep. Later, guys.